Yo, what's good, everybody? Today I'm here doing a little trade recap of today's price action because today's price action was absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. I had a good morning and I want to share with you guys what my thoughts were. So I will go into replay. Okay, we'll go back to, oh, nope, there. Okay, so pre-market, what am I thinking, right? I don't know. I don't really use replay, so I don't know how efficient this is going to be. How I look at it, this is okay. So it didn't replay there, but my initial thoughts were obviously we were reacting out of this 4 hour, right? And above we had a 1 hour gap as well, which I wanted to honestly, with us having, then again, these stacked lows down here with this still unfilled new week opening gap all the way down here, I still kind of want to see that get hit. I think it will. Obviously, we're at all-time highs, so it's kind of hard to be bearish, but I would have rather seen us move a little bit lower. Um, as you can see today, we are moving higher, but short term, I was uh, I was correct. So we will do this. What time? Okay, I have to. Oh, what do I do here? What do I do here? What do I do here? Start new. Okay. So 9:30 we open. We open lower. Okay, which and obviously pre-market we swept this high right here and then made a move lower, which if you took this trade pre-market, I think it's actually a pretty decent trade down to these lows. We had a, I don't know if it'll save, it will. We had a 5 minute down here that um, we had some lows resting in, which I think was a good target if you took that pre-market short. Right, but I was still waiting for this gap to get hit to move us lower because it was unfilled and take out this high right here or even these highs right here. So I will skip ahead, and as you can see, we immediately come and take out this liquidity right here. We come and take out buy side, right? So I'm now looking for shorts. This right here, if we would have gotten this, I probably would have taken it. Probably would have taken it depending on the close, right? On top of that, we also had a 2 minute, um, which was also would have been a good trade, right? We don't end up getting it right away. Instead, we resweep this high right here. We resweep the high, and on top of that, we also sweep this high. That if you go to the if you go to the 5 minute, there's also a gap right here. Also a 5 minute gap right here. I'll mark this out too. Also had a 5 minute right here. Right? So now I am looking for my short. This is my favorite pattern for IFVGs is when we form an IFVG like this, we then tap into it, we go higher, resweep the high, and then come down lower, right? I call it a double confirmation IFVG, right? So if we come back up, resweep, and then we get a market structure shift or CISD, that is one of the strongest IFVG setups you can get, right? So we instantly react to that high, we start pushing down lower, we start pushing down lower. We get a really nice close right here. I didn't enter right off of this. I wanted to see a little bit more bearishness off rip of this next candle because ES was just a little bit weird, kind of weird. ES was a little bit weird all morning, so I kind of just waited for the extra confirmation. I did get my entry, I believe, somewhere down here when this next, because obviously this next candle closes lower down here, but I think I entered like right around this price. Let me change that. It's weirding me out. Entered right around here. I had two targets. I had this right here. I had this sell side right here, and then I had this sell side right here as a target. Um, I was only targeting. I had my stops. I risked two contracts, so My stop was like right here, but I was risking 2 contracts, so we'll just mark that out. I was targeting mainly this low because it's a 1 to 2. I don't really like taking not massive trades because this isn't a massive trade. If we have a prominent low around the 1 to 1 range, I will typically close there. Okay, so we get that IFEG right here. We then start pushing down lower. I drag my stops right here at the 1 to 1 or like 1 to 1.2. I think I dragged it like right here and ended up getting out for a 1.2 R. So, not a bad trade at all today. Very happy with the price action. It was great. Now, I want to go over some other stuff today because there were some other good setups. And I actually did end up taking another trade because I was an idiot and I forgot to, or I did not set up copy trading for a second account. So I only took it on one of my accounts. So I was like, damn, I kind of want to look for one on another account or on my other account. So I waited. We come back up. We tap into this gap right here, right? And I'll get rid of some of this stuff because we already know that that happened, right? So we tap into this gap right here. I am now looking for an expansion once more down to these lows right here, or this low right here. Now we do get an IFEG right here. I didn't take this just because I didn't love the candle close, one, and two, it's a rather small gap. I want to see a decent sized gap with displacement through it, and that right there wasn't necessarily what I was looking for. So I waited, I continued to wait, continued to wait, continued to wait. Oh wait, sorry. No. I skipped ahead. So I'll just do it now anyway. So we end up getting this inverse right here. There was a SMT at these highs, right? SMT at these highs, and on top of that, something I've been incorporating a little bit more is the fib. You can see that on this first leg right here, we tap into 0.705 and then react to 0.062. That is OTE, optimal trade entry. That is a good zone where you want to be looking for price to react off of. So on my other account, I entered here, stops above the high, I believe. Yeah, stops above the high right here, targeting this low, and that also ended up playing out for a 1 to 1. Well, I'll just do 2 contracts, 1 to 1.33. So that was another good trade. I'm also very happy with that trade I took. I would have taken that again 10 out of 10 times. Both of these trades I would have taken time on time again, right? And then I actually am going to go over this one because I didn't take this one. This is for the people that were bullish today, which obviously was the correct idea as we are currently up quite a bit on the day so far. We were down to start off the day, and now we're moving quite a bit higher. So we sweep these lows, right? We're still inside of that 4-hour gap, as you can see. We're still inside of that 4-hour. And on the way down, we've created these gaps right here. And on top of that, I think we created a 5-minute eventually, right? Yeah, we did. So we did create a 5-minute. As you can see, we inverse it very strongly. But if I were taking the trade, I would probably be waiting for like 2-minute right here. Like if we got this close right here, I definitely like would have taken it right away. Even the 1-minute, like this very strong reaction V shape to this sell side liquidity is gorgeous. So even though we have a 5-minute, depending on where this candle ends up inside of that 5-minute, I would still possibly take this. Or not possibly, I would still probably take this. So your other entry, if you were bullish, could have been this. Take this, ride it up to these highs, wherever you want to target. I mean, we have highs up here, we have highs up here. You could have targeted all the way up here. I don't know where we are right now, to be honest with you. I've been off my computer for a little bit. I just got back on to make this recap. But then again, this was also a very good trade, and let's see where it is right now. I mean, yeah, look where we are. Right? Are we reacting to anything? We have giant 15-minute here, and I'll actually do this too. I want to see something. If I draw out the fib from the high to the low, I want to see if we're reacting to OTE. Looks like we are. yeah, you can see we touched that 0.79 inside of that 15-minute gap, and that could cause a little bit of a road bump right here for a possible retracement. But then again, still beautiful trade. I mean, right now, if you took that, you would be up uh, 4.3 R. That's crazy. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Really, really good day. Like I said, I'll go over the trade I took again. Reacting off of that 1 hour, 1 minute inversion on top of a CISD, right? On top of CISD and a market structure shift right here. We got both confirmations in one, right? Or all three confirmations in one. So I am very happy with that trade, and I will take that 10 out of 10 times. I don't care if I lose that trade 4 times in a row. I will still be taking that setup. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. I am going to be trying to post more. So yeah, I hope all of you guys had a decent morning. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, and on to the next.